And one of the common things we all lament is how hard it is to find good designers. My brother runs a startup. It's called Causal, you can check it out. And they hired a designer, and I think they were looking to pay them $400,000 a year. And I was like, surely you can find someone for $400K. And he was like, yeah, no, it's still really hard finding good designers. It's like, huh, that's interesting. In their case, they were looking for a product designer, someone who could actually, design the user interface and the user experience of a product. But even outside of that, like finding a really good designer is kind of hard to come by. And so it becomes a very high value skill because design in some capacity is a skill that basically every business needs. And most businesses, if a business is like under about 20, 30 people, they probably can't afford to have a full-time designer on the team. And so what they'll do is that they'll contract work out to freelance designers, and you could be one of those even if you're a student. Now, incidentally, and you might not know this, being a designer was actually my highest income skill back when I was at medical school, because I was working as a freelance designer for various medical tech companies. There were these companies that wanted to design like medical tech products, and I knew how to do web design and product design, and I taught myself app design by watching some YouTube videos about it. And so I was being paid £100 an hour to do freelance app design and web design for these med tech companies. And I targeted med tech companies because I was a medical student. So who do you think they'd want to work with more? Would they want to work with a random designer that doesn't know anything about medicine? Or would they hire someone who's literally a medical student who understands medical stuff and is also a designer on the side? They'd probably go with a person who has a little bit of industry experience. And so it was fairly easy for me to get those gigs. Had I tried to email Apple and say, hey, let me be a designer for you guys, obviously they won't even reply